Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the podcast. Just wanted to let you know that one of the best tournaments we've run thus far is premiering on the JM Warehouse YouTube channel. Inning League Roulette. Quick games, lots of action. One team doesn't make the postseason, one team doesn't get drafted. Hearts get broken, heroes get made. Make sure you tune in and join us in the live chat, JM Warehouse YouTube channel. Games premiere at 6 o'clock. Thanks. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Appreciate you. Let's see who we got. Got a decent amount of people in the chat. We got Stephen Carr. We got The Nest. We got Mike Pick. Devin B. The Jolly Roger. Nerb. Abigail Fayal. Sippin' Mead. Always hanging out. Brian Feingold. A lot of names that we recognize. Nashwave. So appreciate you guys. We kind of landed on a new name for this program. And you just did another look. Is it good? You keep scaring me with your looks.
No, you keep going. It's the morning account here is saying like your network connection is weak, but your phone is fine. So it's not our Wi-Fi.
Okay.
But
well,
it makes me sad. But just move on.
You're sad?
Yeah.
Okay. The new name. I wish I could. Maybe I can find it in the comments because I think someone kind of pieced together all the suggestions we liked that we mentioned last episode into a name and then like a title and then subtitle, which I liked because it doesn't stray too far from what this is, but also gets the point across of what we're trying to do here. And it was the morning meeting building Jomboy Media. That's what it was, right?
Yep, the morning meeting, building Jomboy Media.
So you keep morning around, and then the fact that it is kind of becoming like a little meeting of sorts, and then you have the subtitle, which lets you know like this is about building the company and the behind the scenes of the company. So like we said when we were doing this, if anyone's like, that's not clever or cute, I don't like clever or cute names because I just like names that fully describe what it is. So that's what we've landed on. And the good thing is you could still just call it morning for short.
Yeah, it still is the same.
But like the actual new logo we're going to make and what the title is going to be, we'll get the point across way better of what it is. But we can still just call it morning because that's the start of it. So we've kind of changed the name without changing the name.
Broke the system.
We've kind of conquered everything we've ever wanted to conquer. Although I don't think the color is going to be red anymore because I don't like that color.
Wow.
I mean, if people want it to be red, it can. I don't care. Whatever. Sounds like you really want red. Is that true?
No comment.
Oh, I'm trying to find it. Oh, it looks like it was Ellie Adler. That's so exciting.
Boom.
6 days ago, Ellie Adler, big Yankee fan. We see him at the stadium a lot. And whenever we see him, we say his name. Ellie Adler. Sounds like an old ball player.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I noticed someone else mention this. My name suggestion would be meetin' or morning meetin'. Because every app feels like that, a meeting between Jimmy and Maddie that we get to be part of. So, bam.
Boop.
Got it. No more red in the logo. Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see. They like having colors that we don't already have, and we have red. Did you see that video I posted on the tweet of this? I know you did, but it was my way of segueing into it because it's just so cute.
So cute.
My son getting his first slow dance and kind of being like, what's this about? He ran away, all scared. But it is funny. I'm back from vacation, Turks and Caicos. Kind of a short trip, only 4 days. Flew out Saturday, flew back Wednesday, and it was nice. It was nice, but also like our first vacation, not only with James, so we had a kid, but also my sister Courtney has 3 kids, and then there was 15 of us total.
Right.
So there was a little bit of a learning curve of like who's making the decisions of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day we had to make a bunch of decisions like where to eat breakfast and where to eat dinner and where are we going to hang out, at the beach, this pool, that pool. And I think we all got kind of like ground down by that. And we were like, next time if we do this again, we're coming and day one, we're making every decision. So the next 3 days, you just wake up and go, and there's no thought.
Right.
Which I would enjoy. But it was definitely nice. It was very nice to see how happy James was. And I was putting together the behind-the-scenes vlog this morning, which I think I'll have out tonight, maybe. And he just like, he loves water so much. And just walking into the lazy river or the pool with him was like reward enough for the whole trip. Just he was like, like a little tiny kid, just so excited. Then we went in the ocean. We bought him this tube, this one of those dangerous tubes that I grew up having, and they're like dangerous now because you flip upside down, you could get stuck. Right. They're like a little waistband tube. Right. But we were with him the entire time. But we bought him one of those that he fit into, and the lazy river was perfect because then he didn't want to be held in the water. He thinks he can swim, or he just doesn't know that he should be scared. And now he didn't need to be held. He didn't need to be touched. He was just sitting there chilling in his inner tube going around the lazy river. And at times he would smile, but other times he would just kind of look around and just be like at peace with the world. Mm-hmm. Like an old man just like watching his grandchildren play like, Yeah. And it was really funny. So yeah. I'm the guy, this is from reading the chat now. I'm the guy who hit Jake up about the JM crew using my dunk tank if you guys come to Florida for spring training. Okay. I don't know if we're going to Florida for spring training because I'm going back to the Caribbean for Jake's wedding. Mm-hmm. We're doing St. Lucia. Now we're not bringing James on that. So my mom was like, you're going to see how vacation with the kid and then vacation without a kid.
Right.
So I think we're not doing that spring training stuff because it's just hectic.
There are probably going to be some JM people at spring training here and there.
Yeah, like I approved Jolly and Shea Station. He submitted like a proposal for me. Yeah. Like, this is what we're going to do. And that's how I wanted it to work. Like if you want to go to spring training, you have to tell us what content you're going to make.
Yep.
Where it's going to live, how many days you're going to be there, what day, like give me your agenda. And then I was like, yep. Go Sounds talk good. To the team and let's get your flights and that. They'll tell the sales team. And so, like, Shea Station's going to Port St. Lucie. Is that where the Cubs are? Cubs. Whoa. Mets are. But I don't think Jake and I are doing anything, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. He's got a big wedding. Like, he's gone, like, 3 weeks for his wedding of February. Mm-hmm. Well, what the hell else? John just said you were at a show last night.
Yeah.
What show did you go to?
Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
What's the hell's that? Is that a band or is that like a Harry Potter theater show?
The 8th story. It is a theater show.
It's a theater show. Cool.
There's 7 Harry Potter books. This is like the 8th book.
How was it?
The transitions and special effects were wild. Like really impressive for being on a stage. We had really good seats. It was my Christmas gift to Emily. She enjoyed it a lot. It was all good.
Did you get any sleep? Because how late were you up?
12:30. And
you got in at 7? How early did you get in today?
6.
You son of a bitch. Why? What do we...
How to do the vlog.
Yes, we got to pass that.
Yes. My goal today after editing it was to send a Slack because Joe's we have to get some gaming divvied up more so, and the vlog has to be divvied up. So I'm putting a Slack out at noon today that says, hey, here's the next 8 videos with deadlines. Feel free to grab these. Let us know. I can give you the footage, et cetera, et cetera.
Give a deadline for... If any of them interest, I would say, like, if any of them interest you, claim them before X time. After that, they're just going to be assigned.
Yeah.
So everyone's getting something.
Right.
Because if they don't grab them, that's...
Yeah. That's smart. I'll do that.
Incentivize them to actually get to choose if they have a preference.
Yeah.
And be active in, like, grabbing it, but they need to get done, so they're going to be assigned. So I would do that, but I would put a deadline on it and then say,
smart.
Or if not. Okay. Well, damn, dude. I woke up at 4 because I kind of went to sleep early last night. I just got home and because vacation, and then came here, worked all day. I recorded a little. Like, what did I record? One piece of content. It was just meetings all day, just like getting back into the flow and talking and meetings all day. And then I got home, had dinner, and then I was so brain dead, and I just laid in bed. I woke up at 4 naturally because I think I had got 7 hours of sleep by 4 o'clock, and I was like, should I go in and take the 4:50 train? Mm-hmm. And I was like, nah, don't do that. Right. So I laid in bed till 5 and then showered, and I took the 6:01 train. Although my car is not drivable right now because, as detailed last morning, it's got towed and all that junk. So I don't have a car right now. So I had to ride my bike to the train station. It was 28 degrees in the morning. I put like windbreaker because I didn't want to wake up Katie and make her drive me because she was actually sleeping, and James wasn't awake yet either. So gloves, hoodie. I put like windbreaker pants over my jeans. I got one of Katie's scarves and wrapped it around my face. And I was warm. I was like, oh, that's doable. That's fine. I thought I was going to be like Dumb and Dumber on the bike. Yeah. But I wasn't.
You don't own a scarf?
But now I'm mad. Now I'm mad that you came here at 6. Me and Maddie kind of, are in a pretty big battle. It's very unhealthy, so I don't really like...
No, nobody else is involved. I also don't think of it as like, you're my boss and we're racing. Like, it's just like, we both get here early on Mondays...
Yeah.
Let's see who gets here first. Who cares? It's not like that.
Yeah. Except sometimes I used to Instagram I was on my way, and then you knew, and you have a shorter commute, so I don't fucking give you the heads up anymore.
That is true. Sometimes I would be brushing my teeth and be like, oh, fuck, I gotta
go. All right. Well, that's good that you have a show. Hopefully you get some sleep and take the weekend off completely and all that.
I somewhat plan on leaving here early anyway.
How did everything else? Like, I was fully out of touch.
This
for 3
is what
days.
we were talking about.
Yeah, that's what I deleted Slack from my phone. I didn't check any emails. You guys were good. Like, no one texted me.
Purposefully.
And there was like big things that kind of happened that I found out because Courtney and Luke, who are on vacation with me, they didn't delete Slack.
Right.
But I had to because I can't not respond to people. So yeah. I know I would. But how was it?
It was genuinely very smooth.
That's good.
Did you hear about our noise complaint?
No.
Yeah, we got a noise complaint. That's
from who?
The floor below us.
For what?
Well, we were cheering at some point throughout the day.
Just clapping?
No. We hosted an event. It's a video, pickleball in the conference room with the twist.
Yeah.
And the championship match, we put a crowd behind the glass.
Yeah.
The crowd got a little rowdy.
They're like chanting like words, like names and stuff?
Yeah, chants, old, stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And Luis came up here and said, floor below you said, knock it off.
How long could you have been chanting for?
I don't know, 5 minutes.
What's the floor below us? Well, who cares? Whatever.
So, yeah.
I guess so. It's a workplace and all that.
Yeah. Oh, get it. I mean,
but
I came
there's
in
construction going on all the time.
Yeah.
We used to have to do Talking Yanks when we first moved in this place.
Drilling.
With drilling going on behind us and like hammering from the floor upstairs.
Yeah. So that, and then the thing that Luke and Courtney told you about, which I don't know if we can say, but those were like the 2 unique things. Otherwise, the week ran really smooth.
That's good. And we had a lot of like deadlines with One Inning League coming up and the Challenger Series coming out, and I think Code Names is being in the editing mix.
It's editing, yeah.
Yeah. One Inning League is, I think they're going to be done today with all episodes. Don't say the number amount because that gives it away. But
yeah.
Which is great. People that have been listening in the morning and also following the personal home video vlogs I've been doing have seen that front to end because I did the first home video the week of filming the One Inning League, and then all of like the retooling the editors and building a schedule and building the One Inning League editor suite was all detailed on the morning and then in the vlogs, and a success that they're done with every episode before game 1 airs. We've never had that. We've never had game 2 done before game 1 airs.
Yeah.
The schedule has always been like we never get ahead.
No.
Every week chasing. But because we're releasing 6 episodes the first week, 2
Monday, 2 Tuesday, 1 Wednesday, 1 Thursday.
They need to get ahead because then the next week is however many more.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I think there's a lot of learning in there, and like we need to make like Bibles basically. Like that's Prizeman, who's been on the warehouse grind. Like once he's done, he goes on vacation. He has 2 weeks before vacation, and I told him, I think I've told you this, that like I'm not giving him anything to edit besides Compound, and he's gonna write the Bible of like use this replay to showcase this, because that's something I'm seeing in the Challenger League is that, and I'm not upset about it. It's just we have like this replay is good when you're highlighting a pitch. This replay is good when you're highlighting a ball put in play, and it's not being followed in Challenger Series because they've never been given it. So anyone that adds so Tom's going to be writing the Bible and then fully planning the post-production schedule for Blitzball Battle 3 so that as soon as we're done filming that, they can just get to it. There's not like a buffer period. So I think it's been a success.
I think so too. They are handing me the second half of the episodes Monday morning, so then I can put the intros and everything.
We're still didn't help out socials that much. So that's where it's not a full success. Like I wanted the social media team to have all the games 2 weeks before the game comes out so they can make all the clips and all the promotions, because we're trying to promote it differently this time. We're not going to avoid spoilers on the internet. We're going to, if you're just follow on Twitter, you're going to know the results in live time and all that. Might take the chat we had, the live chat we have on YouTube, and have that happen on Twitter, so it's more public and people that aren't watching see it and then want to come in, or maybe both. I like the live chat, but yeah. So that's where we still need to button up a little, or figure out a way to get faster at it and get socials. Because like the socials even have episode 1 yet. What do they have? They have 1 through 8.
They have access to 1 through 8. The last I knew, they were working on 2.
Yeah. Okay.
But
the trailer went out, so that's fun.
Yes. I do think that one of the easiest solutions there is having a separate drive for every game. Once we do that,
well, we might start having the new RAID system installed. We're close to that, where like we won't have hard drives anymore.
I see.
And everyone can just grab.
I see. Yeah.
The footage. That'd be nice.
What were some other topics that you had texted me?
Shout out to Courtney Hirsch, because she slacked, learned from the show that Shea Station's been approved, which isn't a great thing. Apologize about that. But she said learned from morning meeting. So she just heard the name. She's already committing to it.
She's in on the name.
Wow. What else did I slack you? I slacked you a bunch of topics. I also tweeted out some, so I always feel bad if we don't get to the stuff that we tweeted. I'll pull that up too. Back from vacation. Oh, top videos of the month. And then YouTube's algorithm on impressions. So, and then Jake got robbed on his roller coaster. Those are the 3 topics that I tweeted that we can talk about.
The roller coaster is the most insane thing ever. And
I was mad yesterday morning, so I guess we'll do this first. So
it's quick.
JM Entertainment, Paxton put together this science fair, and one of them was make a roller coaster. And Jake made easily, I was so impressed by Jake. I was like, holy smokes, Jake is crushing this.
Yeah.
Didn't even use scissors. That was really funny when they gave him the bad score, and he was like, yeah, did you have not using scissors as a bad thing? I think I said yes. That's so funny. But damn. He got brutal. I heard that it might have been because he was already in the final and they needed to get a new face in the final, and there might be some. Jake said he got an apology afterwards from one of the judges for the low score. Because I came in, I said, Jake, I was hot.
Yeah.
Like, he crushed it. You wouldn't expect Jake to be so good at building a roller coaster out of paper. So,
But see, this is the thing. I don't know if the judges knew. It's different judges every video. I don't know if they knew that Jake had won one of the prior episodes.
There was no like.
I mean, I wasn't in the room.
Unless Commissioner Paxton was
them,
like, "Hey, Jake already won, so don't give him the victory."
Possible, but
if that's the case, then a rigged league, and we'll talk about that. But also, if that's not the case, then I don't know what happened. Because Jake crushed the field. Now we've checked that off the list. Jake got robbed. Top videos of the month. Yeah, so this is morning meeting. It's a content meeting. These are, we haven't we're working on all these reports. Diversa does a lot of stats with us and helps us out with a lot of this. And he's been sending these to me for a year. We've been crafting a different version of them to put out in the room so people can see like who's crushing it, who had a great month, who didn't. Healthy competition. Jolly already said that him and We Got Ice kind of like to go back and forth about like a little competition of, this video, this week's views, that week's views and stuff like that, which is awesome. Like healthy competition is great. So I was going to share some of that on here with you guys.
You're like somewhat nonchalant. It's like new segment.
New segment.
New segment alert.
New segment.
Now go.
That this will probably happen. If I have the new ones when we sit down and record. So the way that it works for sales and the numbers that matter and that we count is in the first 30 days. So what did this podcast or this video, how many views / downloads did it get in the first 30 days? Because of that, we're always like 2 months behind because you need January to end to get December's stuff. Mm-hmm. So what I have here in front of me is the top 10 of podcasts, top 10 videos, top 10 shorts of December. And I feel bad starting with this one, and you'll understand why after I explain it to you, I guess. So I'm also going to pull up November. I'll do November first because December's a historically down month for views. Mm-hmm. And YouTube was all acting up strange. They like apologized and their review counter was wrong. But also I think We Got Ice didn't post in December.
Correct.
So they're not there because the top 10 video only list for the last couple months has just been Jolly Olive and We Got Ice up at the top like 4 months running. And they're not on the December one. So I was excited. I was like, yeah, Jake, we got him. Mm-hmm. Eat shit. But it's a little unfair because one didn't even post it and that. So November, top 10 viewed videos, video only, podcast doesn't count, of November, Everything to Know About Kodai Senga by Jolly Olive, number 1. What order would you go in?
I would have started at 10, but that's okay.
Okay, number 10, The Bats Come Alive in Blitzball Battle 2, Warehouse Games channel. Number 9, Hitting Homers in Our New York City Apartment at Bats Game 3, We Got Ice.
Lie, by the way.
Why? What? They didn't hit any homers?
No, they don't live in New York.
Yeah, that is a lie. They don't live in New York.
Just saying. Go ahead.
Number 8, Sticky Stuff Controversy in Blitzball Battle 2, Warehouse Games. Number 7, Two Aces Face Off in Blitzball Battle 2, Warehouse Games. Number 6, The Wheel of Bats Home Run Derby. That was a fun one. That's We Got Ice. That was like when they hit with skateboards and the plastic shark and stuff. Number 5, We Played Wiffle Ball in Drunk Goggles, We Got Ice. Number 4, The Insane Trade History of the San Diego Padres, Jolly Olive. Number 3, Reliving the Bryce Harper Sweepstakes, Jolly Olive. Number 2, Every Team's Best Moment from the 2022 MLB season. That's the JM Baseball YouTube account. I'm guessing that might have been Kyle or the social team put that together.
Social team put that together.
And then number 1, Everything to Know About Kodai Senga, Jolly Olive. So Jolly has 3 of the top 4. We Got Ice has 2 of the top 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And Warehouse Games got 3 on the list. That's November. Now, if you do podcasts, it's Talking Baseball, Talking Baseball, Talking Baseball, Talking Baseball, Talking Baseball, Talking Baseball. Talking Yanks came in at 7. And Talking Yanks came in at 10. So good job. All right, so now November. Have you seen the November list?
No.
And again, these are going to start being on like the screensaver out there so people can kind of see. Because my biggest thing was like, I kept saying like, I don't know if the office knows how much Jolly's crushing it.
No, I don't think they do.
And maybe they do now because I've said this to so many people. I've talked about this, but still, everyone knows Jolly works hard, and not only like is his videos crushing it, and Jolly's listening, but hi Jolly. If you're uncomfortable with compliments, you can turn the app off.
Yeah.
But not only is Jolly crushing it on his Jolly Olive YouTube channel, but he's Stats That Exist sometimes gets up there. They do really good on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and then now he's got Ref Guess, which is going crazy. And then he debuted 2 new ones last week that did really well on JM Baseball. So just crazy. But let's get to top 10 video only, because podcast still Talking Baseball, Talking Yanks got number 3 in December. Carlos Rodon is a Yankee instant reaction. That got the 3rd most downloaded, listened to podcast. Then Talking Baseball, Talking Yanks, Talking Baseball, Talking Yanks, Talking Yanks. Now, Baseball Today does crack the top 10 every now and then. And when the season starts, it's there. And Talking Giants has cracked it before. But it's a lot of Talking Baseball. December 10th, highest viewed YouTube videos. You ready? Can we throw curveballs around a wall for strikes? Warehouse Games. We did it.
That's number 1.
Yeah, I did number 1 first again.
I thought in my head that's probably number 1, but then you said it, I was like, oh shit. 10.
This might be the only show that gives you number 1, then 10 through 2.
Yeah.
It's a new way to deliver news.
Yeah.
Okay, number 10. Blitzball Battle on Blitzball Battle 2 game from Warehouse Games, number 10.
Yeah.
Randy Johnson's Forgotten Run of Dominance by Jolly Olive was the 9th most viewed. Jolly also had the 8th. Everything to Know About Masataka Yoshida is number 8. Weekly Dumb got number 7. 600-pound man taken down by 200-pound man. Weekly Dumb. And also, like, the December view numbers are so much lighter than every other month because of what I had already said. Now, I don't know if this is a blip, but Talking Baseball.
Well, is that a short?
Oh, yeah.
clip?
So this isn't a full episode. That's why this is counting. Okay. I'm guessing, yeah, that's why this is counting is, holy shit, what was that?
Sorry.
This is, yeah, it just looks like a clip from a podcast, not the full podcast episode. So I'm guessing no, it's the full episode. So I don't know how that got in here. Maybe it just got missed, or there's a reason Lucas put it in here. Is that your computer? Or is that
No, it's mine.
Okay. So I don't know how that got in here. Weekly Dumb also got in here again.
Okay.
At the 5 spot.
6.
And then at the 4 spot, Things You Missed. How about that? 3 spot, Jolly Olive, trying to predict my 3rd Cy Young winner in a row. That is nuts that he's done 2 Cy Young winners in a row.
Yeah.
2 spot, Weekly Dumb. So Weekly Dumb was on here 3 times. And the number 1, as I already said, Can We Throw Curveballs Around a Wall for Strikes? Which did really well on YouTube, but also blew up on Facebook. And I don't count Facebook views on this list because they're very random. There's no consistency to it. You don't know why a video is going to do it. But I believe that video has like 500,000 views on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. It's my most viewed edit ever.
Oh.
If you count Facebook.
Good for you.
That's why if people recognize the voice, I pulled up Phil's channel to see the most watched video on there. So it's not my highest watched YouTube video ever. One of his is higher. But if you count Facebook, then it's highest ever, which is cool.
That is cool. Congrats to you. So a lot of these shows, like We Got Ice isn't on here. They didn't put a video out. And then the numbers are kind of down, which allowed We Got Ice to get in here because that's really kicks up during baseball season more. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was cool to see in December, like different stuff, like to see Warehouse, a training series, not a tournament game, to see Weekly Dumb, and then things you missed on here. That's cool.
And then January has a shot at being a lot of the training videos too.
Yeah, we'll see. We Got Ice and Jolly sometimes.
No. Those are in like 50, 60K.
Yeah, but We Got Ice and Jolly, like, they hit.
I know. But Zach and I are ready.
Okay.
Bring it on.
I also have weekly, which I don't know, because monthly obviously comes out once a month. So if we were to do this every week, we could start doing the weekly version of it. But I don't know what people want. Do they want weekly or not? Like Ref Guest gets on the weekly a lot. So the week of December 26th, which is historically like the lowest week of the year, that dead year in between Christmas and New Year's. Yeah. The Curveball one got the most, Weekly Dumb 2, Jolly Olive 3, Ref Guess 4. And then Office Competitions Blind Taste Test 5 for the week. So sometimes the other channels that post a lot more videos, they get into the weekly mix more. And also like Baseball Today and Talking Giants were in the top 5 for podcasts for that week, December 26th. So when Talking Baseball got the 1, Talking Yanks got the 2, Baseball Today got the 3 and the 4, and then Talking Giants got the 5.
Nice.
Yeah. And then sometimes Diversa, on like the last slide of this report, he just has like a fun.
Yeah, fun fact.
Like a fun page for me. Like one time when Blitzball Battle 2 was over, it was like a bunch of nuanced stats just about it. This time, the most recent one is he did the top 3 breakdowns of 2022 and then the top 3 non-breakdown videos of 2022. Do you have any guesses? What do you think the
breakdowns or the not?
The breakdowns.
Breakdowns is Will Smith. Is that in 2022?
Yep.
Is Antonio Brown on there? How many views did that get?
Oh, I don't know. It's not on here though.
Okay. Musgrove.
Hold on. He only has the YouTube numbers on here, which makes sense because, like I said, Facebook is very unpredictable. Sure. But I believe the Facebook numbers for Will Smith are like are nuts. What the fuck? Published insights. Facebook's back end is kind of a lot. Because Facebook views can be tricky. A lot of baseball Will Smith things. Because, 8.4 million on Facebook, 7 million on YouTube. All right, the second,
Musgrove?
No, Musgrove isn't on there.
Can you give me a hint?
The second one is from January 22nd, 20.
What sport
22.
Is it? It's football?
And it's football, and I don't think you're going to guess it because I don't even remember this breakdown or I don't really know what it's about.
Playoff football? I don't know.
Yeah, well, college football.
Oh, jeez. No chance. What is it?
Only the ref saw this play in the championship game. No. I don't really remember that one.
Wouldn't have ever said that.
And number 3 is Karen Check. Getting his hair checked. Which that video, the Karen Check getting his hair checked, was a big lesson learned for me. I start the video with stats. I show his spin rate when he was using, and then how it dropped when they made it illegal, and then how it's climbing back up. But I show like the visual of that chart pretty early before I get to the story. And so many people ditched. And I was like, okay, lesson learned.
Yeah.
don't like. There's so many people that I think are just adverse to analytics. Like, I thought this was a funny video about getting hair checked for cheating. I don't care about analytics at all.
Right.
And they just like it was, what is the video called? I can tell you the numbers on it. Let's see. It is called Pitcher Accused of Cheating Via His Hair. That's title contains hair. Analytics. So it's at 94% of the people that clicked it are watching it before I get to the analytics stuff. By the time I'm out of the analytics stuff and to the actual story, 42%. So 50% of people ditched. They're like, screw this, nerd.
Yeah.
Which is way below the typical for breakdowns. Like way below. So I saw that and I'm like, all right, shit, if I'm going to do like data, I have to put it at the end. I have to, otherwise I lose a lot of the public who are like, oh, I don't care.
Yeah. Or maybe that was a good opportunity to timestamp it. So if you don't care, you could just.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so you want me to guess the other three?
The top three non-breakdowns.
I know it's the first game of Blitzball ever.
Baggage versus We Got Ice, Blitzball Battle 1, Game 1. I mean, because that still just gets like the algorithm just pumps it up, which we're going to talk about next.
The championship of Blitzball 1, is that on there?
Yep, that's number 2. Blitzball Battle 1 championship game. Baggage.
How many does it have?
252,000 views.
Okay, so then I would guess one of the We Got Ice videos is third. Floorball. Oh,
sorry.
That I wasn't going to say. It's
the team that killed Moneyball, the 2002 Twins. Jolly's video is the third highest video, non-breakdown video.
With how many views?
252.
I thought we were dipping into the 100s.
$250,000. I'm going to check on the chat because I haven't looked at it while we've been doing this. Monthly seems like good motivation.
Sorry, Jolly. I realized he's watching. I didn't even say.
Well, listen, you're sorry.
Yeah.
And that's all
just
that matters.
know.
Can you guys do a tutorial video practicing catcher foul ball pop-ups using the pitching machine to fire balls up high? Would be funny to see that visual of the guys trying to catch them. We can use the pitching machine to do like off the wall catches and off the ceiling catches. We haven't done that yet, but we can.
Straight up, I don't think. I think it would have just hit the ceiling and come back down.
We got to go I'm going to the warehouse tomorrow to do some stuff. Maybe at the end I can talk about it. My friends and I love the guess which player played for both teams. Yeah, that is fun. And I was watching. I didn't get to do that. I was watching Jake do it, and I had it, which I don't think I'd be good at that, but the formula he had there, Jake missed some, and I was shocked.
Yeah.
He missed some because he said Pedro for the Red Sox and the Phillies, and I said Shane Victorino for that, which allowed me to get Pedro for the Mets and someone else, which he
I think I just missed a Brave Blue Jay. I don't think I got that. Otherwise, I got it.
I couldn't think of that either, but I also didn't give it a lot of thought.
Same. I did not sit there for 5 minutes and try, but I don't think I was going to get one, so I just moved on.
Yeah. I want to see a can we bunt the blitzball from the pitching machine back into the pitching machine challenge. Well, We Got Ice did where they threw the ball back into the pitching machine. That's one of the funnier shorts.
It's a great short.
Yeah.
They want us to bunt a ball back into the machine.
It would take hours and hours and
Hours.
hours. And if you got it, it would be so long.
Ask We Got Ice how long that video took. I genuinely think it's like 40 minutes.
Okay, we can ask him. The one where he went out of bounds without control of the ball, it was super controversial at the time. Oh, yeah. Faye was telling me the video I missed. Fred McGriff says Gronk's Blue Jays Braves. So that's the update. I can do the weekly. I think the weekly shows more love. But when we have the monthly, I'll do the monthly too.
Sure. See you next week with that.
That'll be part of it. And yeah, it's nice to shout out the guys who have videos that crush it and let you guys know, because I don't want this to just be about or my content the whole time, or the warehouse the whole time. Like, there's a lot of other stuff going on that's doing really well. All right. The other behind the scenes conversation that we had on the list that I tweeted out was the YouTube impression stuff. And did Diversa run those numbers for more channels or just the main channel? Do you know?
He did Warehouse, Maine, and then I thought he was starting JM Baseball, but I never heard the results.
Did he send them to you saw?
Send them in a Slack with you, me, Luke, and him.
Yeah, so should we save this, or I can just tell the main? But I would love to know the data for every channel, and I would share that.
Mm-hmm.
We were looking at the video for the Warehouse games we did where Colin Stone came and threw 100-mile-per-hour pitches to us, and we all thought that was an awesome video. Like, it's a clickbaity title. Average guys have to try and hit 100-mile-per-hour pitches. You know, the kind of pros versus Joes like always does well. It's a formula out there. And then it was a fun video. And so like if you clicked it, we thought it was engaging and people would watch to the end. So we were confused at why it didn't perform well because we thought it had the chance to do with the curveball. Like, can we throw curveballs around this brick wall? Because that video did really, really well because it's got a super catchy title. And I think the video itself actually isn't that good.
Yeah, yes.
It's just all the thumbnail and the title and the first event. And then people leave because, I agree, it's not great afterwards. So we thought this one was going to do good and even better than the other training videos that didn't have great titles. Mm-hmm. Like the can we homer off an official pitching machine or how many homers can we hit off a blitzball pitching machine? Those videos did good. They did well. But we thought this had a better clickbaity title. So we were diving into all the analytics to try and understand it. And the big change in number was the amount of impressions. So if you don't know what impression means, it just means like it was on someone's screen. Someone saw the thumbnail. They didn't have to click. But they were scrolling and they saw it. And basically, subscribers are going to get impressions, but even YouTube won't put stuff on your feed if you subscribe if they don't think you're going to like it. So impressions is basically YouTube sharing this video. There's other factors, obviously, but that's probably 95, if not 99% of it. Is YouTube sharing this video with your own subscribers, and are they sharing it with people that don't subscribe that they think would be interested in it? Mm-hmm. And the numbers were way lower. They were 447,000 impressions, so almost 500,000 impressions, which is still a decently big number. But in comparison, should I pull it up? The curveball one, the how many homers, and the other two. So the curveball one, which obviously the click rate, meaning when people saw it, they clicked on it, it's really high. It's 11.5%. So a lot of people who saw that, that's a really high click-through rate. That has 1.1 million impressions, so double. So YouTube put it to double the amount of people. And then the other one... Almost triple. Yeah, the other ones... Pitching Machine Risers, that has 803,000 impressions, so that's double. Mm-hmm. And then the MLB Pitching Machine is 900,000 impressions, so double and change. Double, yeah. The biggest difference is the time, the length. It's 11 minutes long, and the rest are 22 minutes long. And we were like, we know, we've been talking about this to all of our creators and editors that YouTube pigeonholes you into your most successful time frame. And if you go outside of that, they don't really share it because like that's not what this channel likes. And we knew that, but we kind of didn't fully take it into account when crafting the concept of that video. Like you would have to really stretch it to get it to 18 minutes.
The biggest thing there was Colin can only throw so many pitches before he throws his arm out. Yes. That was the biggest constraint as to why it couldn't be longer, or we'd have to really think about making it weird. What
So we had Diversa, who pulls a lot of stats and data for us, run a script, what would you say?
A query on YouTube's back end.
And the correlation between length of video and impressions for the Warehouse Games channel. And what we found is that if the video is less than 15 minutes long, YouTube doesn't put it into their algorithm at all, really. Mm-hmm. Like, the difference is jarring. If it is 50 minutes long, they put it into their algorithm for longer. Not maybe more than if it's 20 to 40, but for longer. So like the first 30 days is probably at the same, but a year after they're still pushing the long ones. I think that's obviously because YouTube wants retention. They want people to stay on their platform. Yep. They get more ads that way. But it is interesting. Like, it's a fool's errand for us to post a video that we want to reach new people and have it be less than 15 minutes, really 18 minutes. So that was a little bit eye-opening for us yesterday to like, oh shit, now let's run this against every channel and see what we're pigeonholed into. Yeah. So we're still going to have videos that are less than that, like the pregame show and the postgame show. And when we announce teams, they're less than 15 minutes, but those videos are for the subscribers that click the channel and want to be deeper into YouTube. Those aren't to go grab outside people and have it be their first thing they see on the channel. Mm-hmm. So it's not like we can't ever post something less. You just have to have the intention. Like, is the intention for this to go get you new eyes? Mm-hmm. Well, then you have to be 20 to 40, over 20 minutes, over 18 minutes, really. Is the intention to take the people that like what you're doing and make them stickier and make them like more ingrained in the story and the characters and personalities? Well, then you can keep it shorter. It doesn't fully hurt you.
Yeah. And this is why for JM Entertainment, JM Gaming, JM Baseball with the short form, we stick 8 minutes to 1959 because we're trying to pigeonhole. If we know YouTube's going to pigeonhole us, we're opting to be pigeonholed into that time constraint.
Yeah. Frisk asks, is it purely about video length? No, there's when that was another conversation we had. There's so many factors, but an initial factor is all the data you give YouTube before they have retention, click through and watch. So that first hour, how much they're pushing it, they don't have a lot to go on. And then once they start seeing that people are clicking it and they're watching it for long, then they'll keep it going. But it seems like if it's not in that window time frame they like, they won't even help you out in that first hour. It's going to have to like overcome itself for them to come in and grab it. Yes. And maybe they don't even do that still, or it would really have to, be better than its category for them to come grab it out.
Case in point with the Colin Stone, that outperforms all of the other 10-minute videos, I'm sure, views-wise. Yeah. So it outperformed its category, but YouTube still didn't push it to as many people as it would have if it was a 20-minute video.
Yeah. Yeah. Tom A said, was there a point where the YouTube algorithm was pushing or prioritizing live content? They still do. If you're live for it takes 20 minutes for a live stream to really start getting pushed, which is tough for some of our games because they're not there. But if we do the Bino stream or our Talking Yank stream, you can see that once you're 20 minutes in, it's pushing it to the top of people's timelines or like the top of subscribers' timelines, all that. Dude, that Miss Rachel, you probably don't know her. She does kids videos, toddlers videos. James really likes her. Helps.
She has black hair?
No, she wears like suspenders and she has dark hair.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
I wouldn't say black. Go to her YouTube right now, Miss Rachel. She has all the comments off because she probably just doesn't want jerk parents.
This is who I was thinking of.
Go to her channel if you can. Is she live right now?
Yes.
And how many people are watching? Like 40, 30, 20?
30K.
30,000?
Yeah.
So she's live all the time now. Like if you click that, how long has she been live?
The volume is going to come through.
You got an ad.
12 hours?
So her channel is always live.
So it's a television channel.
But all it is all of her other videos
Right.
looped. And she always had, like, the lowest I saw was 10,000, and that was in the middle of the night. But during the day, 30,000 people, like, concurrent.
It's because you don't have to, there's no decision making. Just go to her channel, click it, and let it run.
But I'm just like, she is making so much money.
And
she turns the comments off, but she leaves the ads on, which I'm not mad about either. She's doing a hell of a job entertaining James. Literally, I don't change his diaper without handing him the phone from Miss Rachel.
Right.
But she recently started being, and she's just live all the time.
She only has 2.7 million. I say only, but.
Yeah, but it's probably, like, I don't subscribe to her because I don't want my channel becoming.
Right.
Actually, I just looked at it. I do subscribe to her. But I'm sure a lot of people don't subscribe because if it's their adult channel, they'll just go to it and click it.
She's also somewhat new. I mean, 3 years.
I think she was like a preschool teacher in Long Island, and then, I don't know. But anyway, she's live all the time now, and she has like 30K concurrents all the time. It's nuts. So what were we going to say? So then, so I asked Diversa to run, kind of like find the sweet spot of time for every channel. Because it's different. And we have the main channel, which was a little different than I thought it was going to be. What did you think the main channel was going to be?
I know what it is, but if I had to guess, I would have said 3 to 5 or 3 to 6.
3 to 5, 3 to 6. Yeah, I think I would have said 3 to 5. 3 minutes to 5 minutes is the sweet spot for that channel. But it's actually longer. Where is that? So the main channel, it jumps up a cliff at the 4-minute mark.
Right.
That's like the starting point. And then it falls off at 8 minutes.
So 4 to 8.
So like Weekly Dumb
4 to 7
should be 8 minutes. Like it falls off a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The two highest is from 6 minutes to 8 minutes is the highest that it puts it into its algorithm. But views wise, it falls off a cliff views wise after 8.
Mm-hmm.
Like wildly, which I know that's everything. All the breakdowns are short. Weekly Dumb is 8 minutes, and some of the things you missed are that long. But like, it's kind of in our best interest to stay at 8:01 max. And because for the breakdowns, I'm not gonna change it that much. Like they are what they are. They last as long as they last. But it is interesting to see that they really start pushing it when it's over 4 minutes, and people really start viewing them in that 4 to 5 minute range. The 4 to 5 minute range averages 750,000 views, where the 3 to 4 minute averages 550, and the 5 to 6 averages 550. It's interesting. I don't think that's going to change much there because they are what they are. But for things you missed and for Weekly Dumb, we can be like, hey, make it 8:01 max.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of hampers freedom of it, though,
which
is the beauty of YouTube and not linear TV.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to see that. Like, I want to hand that to We Got Ice, to Jolly. Like, everyone should know what their sweet spot is for getting pushed off the launching pad.
Yeah.
Same with JM Baseball and everything else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Worried about one inning league now?
Am I?
Yeah. I think there's a couple games that are, it's on the shorter side.
There's some that dip below 18 for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, nature of one inning.
Yeah.
But yes, when we had that conversation yesterday, I was like, wow, we're not reaching 18 on all of these.
I know. And there's probably a way like we cut some stuff out in the middle to just keep the tempo, like boom, boom, keep going. And it's like, well, we can.
Yeah. That's like risk reward. Like, do you risk people dropping off then?
Yeah.
What's better?
Yeah. And we'll run into more stuff later. Like the other thing we looked at yesterday was we completely changed the style of thumbnail and title for Blitzball Battle 2, which we it was like a
conscious decision.
Like, let's do this and see if it makes a difference, and not have like game 10, because the thought was maybe it's daunting if you haven't watched the first 9. You're not going to start at 10. Maybe make them approachable as individual videos that you can just tune in and see what this happens. So like TikToker versus MLB player and stuff like that, and take out the branding.
Yes.
Not have like Blitzball Battle 3 game 10 on the title. So that we tested that out. I'll be honest, it doesn't feel like, I don't like just like the general feel of that. It's more work, one, to try and think of creative titles. It's like a lot more work. And then I don't really love, like, I love like chronological, like formatting. Like, it's kind of being a history major and categorizing and like labeling.
That's why I love that channel. You just do a scroll and it's like blocks of like time.
The warehouse, how it looks. So we did that, ran the numbers, did not work. It didn't make any improvements. It actually went a little worse than before, which is great to learn, to be like, all right, good. Let's go back to what I like. Because if that was wildly successful, it would have been like, oh, but it looks ugly and it feels amateur. So I'm excited to go back for a one inning league, just like one inning league roulette, game 1, blah versus blah.
Yeah.
And are we going to retroactively change that?
For Blitzball 2, yeah.
Yeah. And then I think we're going to change all of that on the main channel and other channels. Like Weekly Dumb, we'll have like Weekly Dumb back in the title. Things you missed, we'll have things you missed in the title. And that experiment, kind of like we ran it. We calculated at the end, weighed the cons and pros and all that, and be like, oh, let's go back to just labeling them what they are. Well, that's cool. It's nice to get over it's nice to like try something new.
Yep.
And then have we all like, yep, we tried it, didn't work, let's go back. Like to get an answer is nice.
Yep.
No matter if it helped or hurt. So I think that was all the YouTube talk we had yesterday.
Yep.
Anything else?
No.
How long are we? Because we've
been over an hour, if you count all 4 of them.
Yeah, a lot of different. At the end of morning, they always say like, "How'd the show go?"
I downed it the other 2.
I'm gonna down it again. Well, this one's gone.
This
good.
one's fine.
Yeah, but then they're gonna feel like they made up for it.
Right.
I don't know about that. Did we talk about everything we were gonna talk about?
You could. I don't know. I have no access to that anymore.
You don't have your phone? Do you feel lost without your phone?
It's kind of nice. I've been in like sleepy-ish days over here a little bit, just chilling.
You got some texts.
Oh yeah. From who?
I don't know. You want me to read them? I got some texts too. All right. New name. These are the topics I sent to Maddie this morning. Vacation stuff. Top videos report.
Check.
Very gently tease. Oh.
Announcement coming.
There's an announcement coming in mid-March. That's a fun one. I'm excited to talk about it and how it came to be once it's public in mid-March. Last year at this time, I remember telling the morning audience, like, we have 6 big announcements. I told Jomboy Jake Radio, like, we have 6 big announcements coming, like partnerships that are changing content or big. It was like, the Warehouse, The Office, Yes Network, Amazon deal. I forget the other. Baggage. Those are like 5 of them. The investment.
Yeah, 6.
We don't have much this year, right? But now we have
Not
one.
right now.
Now we have one.
We have one.
That's cool. New one. Inning League editing cycle worked. Yep, comes out next week. YouTube impression findings and reports. Things you missed is in full swing. Yeah, we're 3 in a row now with the new crew helping out and making it. And this week, Andrew and Dalton did all the prep work, and I just filmed it. So I'm interested to see how it comes out, how it feels when I watch it back. Like, does it feel cohesive? Because I didn't do a lot of it, and if it does, that's a great place to be.
Right.
And Jake got robbed a roller coaster building. So I think we talked about everything I said we were going to talk about.
Nice.
Also said I would ask some questions from the chat, so I'm going to put like 1 minute on the clock. It's not Baggage Season 2. Someone in the chat said, is it Baggage Season 2? It's not Baggage Season 2.
Not that.
Nikki Cass was a fun announcement. That was a big one.
That just feels like it was last year.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, that was technically an announcement recently.
Yeah. Declan said, it's interesting that 8 minutes is basically the limit for breakdowns because some of my favorites are the long ones where you get a lot of backstory and really in-depth analysis. Someone said, Feo said, agreed, Declan. If anything, I've learned from these metrics that I'm not the average jam viewer. You guys are not.
Anybody here is
Anybody
not.
that leaves a comment is in the 1% of viewers.
This is the point.
And this is the 0.1 that you guys listen to live. Like, obviously, we value you guys, and we're not going to lose you in pursuit of newer audience. No. But yes, if you talk to any like YouTube consultant or anyone, the first thing they tell you is your commenters lie. They're not your audience. Those are the people that love you no matter what and are going to like give you the chances to try new things and fail and have wiggle room. But what you're really like, the numbers are the truth. And it is a balance because obviously you guys are like the lifeblood, the people that are like really dying, not dying, they're really like with us no matter what. But yeah, the average viewer, like people keep complaining about the Weekly Dumb intro. If you were to read the comments on Weekly Dumb, you would think everybody wants the full intro.
People.
Wants the full intro back. But then you look at the retention numbers and you're like, nope.
Yeah.
Like it's doing much better with the short intro than the long intro, and more people are watching and sticking around. But yeah, the commenters are always going to be the very loud minority. But that feels like an insult, but it's not an insult. I really appreciate them and all that, but you have to take the big picture. Okay, 1 minute on the clock. New chat nickname, the 1%ers. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Danny Mac said, damn, I love everything about Weekly Dumb. Thanks. Can we talk about the terrible management decision to pull Todd? We can't. We got to move past it. We won the game. Scratch played out. Gutsy got a new head, so he's not associated with Player 6 anymore. Almost forgot his name because he sucks so bad. Screw that guy. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys. Meeting adjourned. That'd be corny if I said that at the end of every episode. Enjoy your day. Goodbye.